Yes.
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 Magic exists to serve man and...
And after much sweat, blood and toil, her labors ended, and the world marveled at what she wrought.
They shall be named Maleficar, accursed ones. They shall find no rest in this world or the other.
As there is but one world, one life, one village, there is one God.
As you wish. On it.
News of the hour. Lord Balin attacks the Assembly and is ignominious.
Balin will never give up the throne. Guards! Attack!
No mercy!
As you wish.
This should be easy enough. This should be easy enough. Is it just me, or do you actually think you have a chance?
Please be quiet. My patient needs a rest. Fools and their politics. The poison was probably imported as a king killer, and she got dosed by mistake. I've never seen anything this potent. Warden, I don't know. Maybe you've seen something like this on the surface. Maybe you've used something like it. If you can chase these things down, I'll thank you, but I won't get my hopes up. The stone will take her soon.
the hour. Harrowmont is king. What more need we say?
Let's get started.
Have you seen my lunch? It's a piece of lichen bread with a spread of old cheese and shredded dried meat. I'm only asking because you never know who's going to get hungry. Right. Best in the trade, you know. I worked the Orm myself.
I can't believe that scheming Harrowmont stole the throne. Now his taxes will bankrupt us to pay for his wife's diamonds. Are you here to buy something or what? I'll take your gold. You're good for that.
As you
You know,
wish.
Alistair, Antiva has a long tradition of royal bastards.
You don't say.
Oh, yes. They've led wars to claim the throne. Some of them have become kings. In fact, I'd say the current royal line in Antiva stems from bastard blood several times over.
Well, aren't you just chock full of useless trivia today?
Sadly, whenever a royal bastard rears their head in public and declares themselves, it often goes poorly for them.
Let me guess. They get assassinated.
Only the very popular ones.
And the unpopular ones?
Well, they get by somehow, I'm sure. There was one fellow who did quite well working as a prostitute based on his uncanny resemblance to the king. Charged a fortune.
Couldn't afford him, I take it.
That cynicism will serve you well, my friend. Hold on to it.
Pull up a drink, Warden. Join me in my sodding hole. Nah, just tired is all. Did you want to talk about something? What about? You get a sword or an axe, and are told to go out and defend your city. It's the best thing in the world. That is until you try to live in the city you saved. I mean, they train you to kill, teach you to harness your rage at the first noise you hear, then try to set 100 sodding rules about it. Like those provings. Ancestors show their favor through the strongest arm, right? So why so many rules saying how to fight and when you win and not to bloody kill? Killing's what swords are for. If that's how you feel,
I'll try that out next time the Darkspawn are chewing on your leg. This makes me cranky. Don't you have any other inane questions? What? Miss Orzammar? Are you mad, in addition to being ugly? They treated me like a puddle fly back there. I'm never going back. All right. All right then.
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. There's been another battle. A bunch of Benorn met Loghain at Lacus Valley, and from the sound of it, the Benorn outnumbered them. Tierran Loghain is a force to be reckoned with, though. Just ask the Orlesians. I hear the Benorn were routed. It's a convincing victory for the throne. I wonder if that will settle the issue now. Somehow I have my doubts. That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. Take it for what it is. There's wonderful news. That's what I've heard. I'm sure.
Yes.
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 They've opened the gates. We're free to go in again.
So I spoke to this hunter the other day, and you know what he says?
The one who talks about leaving werewolves.
We have a king. The gold will flow again. All is well if trade is open. I'll take business over a caste I've never known any day. Someone has to. Trade with other races can dry up. We surfacers are Orzammar's lifeline. Even if we're denied a caste, the Assembly says we've turned our back on the stone, but they still use the goods we bring. Hypocrites. Maybe it'll change by the time my children are grown. Twice a year, I'm confined to a trade stall in the Commons, but I see enough. It's very closed in. My grandfather says I've lost my stone sense. I was born topside. I don't remember having it. Best of luck to you.
Yeah, most likely.
So I have a question for you, Zeren. You're here, at least in part, to get away from the crows, right?
That is indeed true.
So when this is over, what do you intend to do with yourself? You can't go back to Antiva, I assume.
What I do depends in large part upon your fellow Grey Warden. I am not a free man, as it were.
Yes, but what if you could do whatever you wanted?
Why should I go anywhere? You Grey Wardens are the epitome of charm and hospitality.
So you do intend to go back to the crows?
I said no such thing. I think I should stay where I am. Ferelden is a marvelous country.
Why don't I believe you?
You're not much of a patriot, are you? Well, I'm not going to listen to such slander of my new home. Off with you, then.
Greetings to you, friend. I understand I have you to thank for my rescue from the forest. I don't want you to go unrewarded for your efforts. Here is a gem that the Keeper gave my father long ago. I am happy to pass it on to a fellow Dalish. You wish me to keep it? Then you are truly generous. Thank you again. And now, I am afraid I must rest. The Keeper says I am not yet fully recovered, after all. I wish you well, my friend.
One of our own Dalish has saved us from the ravages of the curse after all.
May the creators bless you, truly.
But Zathrian is lost to us, after all these centuries. He died heroically, I hope. I would like a happy ending to his tale. He will be a role model for many Dalish children to come. Now, Keeper Lanaya prepares for us to enter into war alongside the humans. I never thought I'd live to see the day. I, for one, look forward to fighting against these darkspawn creatures. Do you now? Let's hope you return and tell us all about them. As for you, outsider, I expect I'll be telling tales about the Grey Warden one day, hmm? Andera Natishan, Grey Warden. Join us at the fire if you like, but haven't you got a war to get to?
I appreciate you trying to find him, but what are the chances?
Anaren the healer?
You know Anaren?
He lives? No, it can't be him. Perhaps it is a common elven name.
No, I know of only one Anaren.
Ah, it makes sense. Anaren said that he was from the human cities. You are old friends, then?
If you seek Anaren, you must venture into the forest. He prefers to be amidst the trees and the animals.
Thank you all so much.
I know a few tales. Our clan has passed this way many times before, even when the Shemlin lived in these parts. If you wish, I can tell you what I know. It is not a long story. Our legends say that before the Shemlin came, the Brazilian forest was a place of our ancestors that predated even our oldest homeland. The people of the Imperium came here and gave the forest its name. If they found traces of our ancestors, we cannot say. If they did, those elves were slain or enslaved. We know only that a great many battles were fought here. These trees grow upon the graves of those who fell, Shemlin and elves both. Indeed. Very wise of you. There was so much death that the veil into the Beyond was torn. The Shemlin know the Beyond as the Fade, the place of dreams and spirits. When the veil is torn, spirits pass into our world freely. The legends say that one great spirit possessed the wolf that became Witherfang, who passed its curse of rage onto men and created werewolves. The forest is said to be haunted. Spirits possess the trees, the wolves, even the bodies of the dead. They yearn for true life, you see. Who can say what value the Imperium placed on this land? And how many elves died here in slavery? Even the barbarians who came to overthrow the Imperium fought and died on this soil. No one knows. When the Shemlin lived in these parts, the curse would spread anew to a few of them with each passing year. They would run off into the forest, never to be seen again. Eventually, all the Shemlin left. One assumes the werewolves survive by passing their curse to their offspring. They have had no new blood. Until now, that is. It is said that 1 or 2 have turned already, though the Keeper denies it. As for the rest, they will either die or turn, unless they are killed out of mercy. I would rather die than become a ravening, soulless beast. Wouldn't you? So Zathrian insists. He says that Witherfang does not age as the werewolves do. Witherfang is as much spirit as it is beast, and thus it is immortal. Perhaps it cannot even be slain. At the very least, it is old and powerful, much as Zathrian himself. One last warning. The forest is like a thing alive. It changes as it wills, closing paths behind you and opening up new ones. Too many have become lost within, unable to find their way out. Were I you, I would endeavor not to make the forest my enemy.
Right. As you wish.
Greetings to thee once again. Thou hast not yet left the forest, then?
Friends, turn back, please. These woods are a danger to those who do not know the paths.
Aneirin?
Wait, I remember your face. But younger, more impulsive, stern. Wynne?
I thought they had killed you.
They very nearly did. The Templars found me while I was searching for the Dalish. They ran me through and left me for dead.
I brought this on you. Oh, I was a dreadful mentor, harsh and impatient. I am sorry for the way I treated you.
I've put that behind me, and you should too. I didn't fit in with the Templars in your chantry. My path lay elsewhere.
Irving is a reasonable man. He will find some way for you to return. The Circle needs new blood. It needs to change.
I have fond memories of Irving. He was always kind to me. I will consider your proposal, and perhaps I will speak with Irving. However, I promise nothing. Now, it is getting late and you have much to do. You should be on your way.
No, we've spent enough time on my personal affairs. It is time for us to move on.
Look at this. It's the hardened sap of a tree native to this forest. It's been something of a lucky charm for me, and now I want you to have it.
Very well. I'm grateful. May your gods smile on you, Aneirin.
And on you.
On it. As you wish.
We are making arrangements to build equipment and gather as many of the Dalish together as we can.
We are working hard to make enough equipment for all of the hunters. Our armaments will be superior to anything else you find on the battlefield. Darth Shiro, we are working hard. I am...
Your wish.
Magic
Don't stare at me, Joe. I can have my father send you south to fight Darkspawn, you know. Don't stare at me.
Right. Have you heard the news about how?
Everyone in the city has. Ryland must.
That half-blood is as cold as the mountains.
Whoever you are, Wait. I know you. My son described you in great detail. He tells me that I owe you his life. When I saw my poor boy's legs, I only wish House still lived that I might tear him apart myself. I would bring troops against his son. But Oswin tells me Thomas had no part in his father's depravity. Is there anything you would ask as a reward for saving Oswin? thank you again. Know that I will stand behind you at the Landsmeet with all the support I can muster. In fact, I'm taking my supper today with Ban Reginalda of the White River, Benorn. I'll speak with her about this at once.
Have you heard the news about how?
Everyone in the city has. Ryland must be pleased.
That half-blood is as cold as the mountain.
He's made himself scarce. Every time I've called at the Chantry, he's been away. He answers none of my letters.
That doesn't sound like Erminric. I'm sure he's merely busy.
Perhaps.
You'll have to excuse me. I'm engaged at present.
I'm sorry. I'm busy at the moment.
If I could have a moment. You've been busy traveling all over, and such tragic news you keep bringing. I was wondering if you'd check up on one more person. I'm sure you'll find this scroll quite interesting.
This should be easy enough.
Where's the boy? You get nothing until I see the boy. Show you what a bag. Not a chance. Now that's not a particularly smart attitude. You're to give the West like it. Enough of this. Kill them. No one
Let's get started.
We're done here. Go back to your contact, quickly.
Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven crafts.
Was that your daughter I saw in the market, Ram?
I heard there was quite a scuffle in the alleyways. Well done, Warden. Don't worry, Warden. Some friends have rescued the boy. He's already safely home back with his father, his very important father. You took care of the father's other requirement. The man who kidnapped his son, Captain Chase, is quite dead. Thanks to you. That I can't say. But in time, I think you'll find out. Crows are hired for their discretion, as well as for their performance. I've nothing more for you. Your payment is in the chest. I hope you find it most satisfying. My superiors want me to convey their thanks. The Crows aren't accepting any new contracts on you. And when this blight ends, we'd love you to visit Antiva to discuss other opportunities. I did what I had to do, but there's no more need for word games. The Civil War brought many old grudges to a boil. You'll be pleased to know that those contracts helped your own cause, some more directly than others. After all, it is not in the Crow's best interest that the Archdemon wins. For a time, we thought that Loghain was the only man for the job. But that's before we got to know you. It was too late then, of course. Talisan had already accepted a contract. Even now, until you kill all of Talisan's men, you will have to fight my brothers. We never cancel a contract once accepted. And I was expecting the same. But our order has survived the centuries because we always uphold our deals. Like I said, sending Zebran after you was nothing personal. We've determined you are a far better ally than an enemy. Just visit us in Antiva when all is said and done. Just remember our offer. We could really use someone with your talents. It's time for me to take a vacation. Caesar has a special stock of wares that might interest you. It was a pleasure working with you, Warden. Luck be to you.
Becoming intolerable? Yeah.
Wonderful. Another one. I suppose you're here to ask for a donation too. West Hills Arling belongs to the Darkspawn now, girl. Perhaps they're interested in giving sovereigns to the Chantry, feeding orphans, clothing idiots, or whatever it is you want. Well, I can see how you might miss it. All of southern Ferelden covered by black clouds, the ground rotting beneath your feet, plagues and Darkspawn raids going on until even the crows get sick of the smell of carrion. What's a little trifle like that when compared to the important troubles here in Denerim? There's no point talking about it. Leave me. I've nothing for you anyway.
We are grateful. The compact is renewed.
I'm
just on my way to the docks.
The same everywhere, aren't they?
Stay out of our alienage, Shem. You too good to listen to elves? What do you want? Money?
Money? You think you can buy us? You think we're so far beneath you, we'll just take whatever you give us?
I think we better explain things to him.
Someone's coming.
Just stay away from me. I'm leaving, all right?
It's you. Come in. I didn't thank you before, did I? I wish I could give you something. Everything I owned was lost to looters after the Purge. Not that I had anything valuable to begin with. Being stupid and hot-headed. The old Arl's son ruined my wedding. A few of us went to take back what he stole from us. I got captured. I suppose I got off easy in a way. I lived. Miss Terranhau's Purge and the Plague both. Lucky me. I guess the Plague's been pretty bad. I've seen a few sick people myself, but by the time I got here, it seemed to be under control. There are mages from Tevinter here helping to treat it. But there's something odd going on, though. My cousin Shiani could tell you more. You can't miss her. Just look for the angriest woman in the alienage. I guess so. I'd expect Templars here otherwise. Between the Civil War and Ostagar, the city doesn't have enough soldiers left to seal the alienage. And only elves and refugees have gotten sick. I'm sure that if anyone important gets the plague, the alienage will burn. I guess the plague's been pretty bad. I've seen a few sick people myself, but by the time I got here, it seemed to be under control. There are mages from Tevinter here helping to treat it. But there's something odd going on, though. My cousin Shiani could tell you more. You can't miss her. Just look for the angriest woman in the alienage. I know you've already done a lot for me, but I have to ask. Could you talk to Shiani? Please. I don't know what's going on here, but I know she's in over her head. Really? I don't know what to say. Thank you. Make her bless you. Did you talk to Shiani? What's going on? Maybe it's nothing. I hope she's just being excitable. We don't need more trouble than we've already had. Spare a silver for a war veteran? Ostagar. Darkspawn took off half my foot. Oh, Andraste, bless you, sir. I won't forget your face. No, I won't.
Elves plant these trees to remind themselves of who they once were, and then they pee on it. Charming symbolism, really.
So worried about this plague? Go home. Crowding around here is what will make you sick.
I've got children at home. I can't wait out here for another day.
So go home. The best thing you can do for your children is not trust these charlatans.
Everyone remain calm. We will help as many as we can today, so long as we can do this in an orderly fashion.
Oh, you're helping us, are you, Shem? Like Valendrian and my Uncle Syrian, you helped them, didn't you? Help them never to be seen again.
We've explained this to you before, girl. More whining will not persuade us to let you into the quarantine to carry plague back out to the alienage.
Quit trying to get us all killed, Shiani. Some of us have still got things to live for.
If this spell of theirs works, Why are half the people they quarantine perfectly healthy? You must not be from around here. Wait. Soris told me about you. You're the one who freed him from the dungeons. These foreigners say they're here to help with our outbreak of plague. Funny thing, though, all the people they help disappear.
That's not true, and you know it, Shiani. Both my sisters got the Tevinter spell cast on them, and they're fine.
Where's your niece, then? And my Uncle Syrian? And Valendrian? These men from Tevinter say their magic will prevent people from catching it. But it doesn't work if you're already ill. So they set up a quarantine. But many of the ones they quarantine aren't sick. One of them was our Hiren, Valendrian. And I don't know what we're going to do if we don't get him back. They have to know about it. The Hiren complained, and so did I. They just don't care, or something worse. They won't just let you in. I guess it's worth trying. I'll be impressed if those mages fall for it, though.